Hi, this is Martin Drummond with Progressive News. It's Sunday, June 16th, 2019. Now, I've played a lot of Texas Hold'em. And one thing that you learn very quickly is that people have tells. Okay. This Japanese president, he's got tells. He's lying. He's full of shit. He's a joke. So is Pompeo, our I think he's Secretary of State. Seems like we go from one idiot Secretary of State to another. We had Hillary Clinton, now we got Pompeo. You know, and I don't remember who's in between, but just all of them. I mean, the establishment governments that we've got are just a joke. Anyway, so, you know, I'm all for keeping radical regimes in their places if we've got a radical regime. But at the same time, I look at these radical regimes and every single one of them is radical, well, they're radicalized by the United States. They don't, from my investigations into them, they weren't radical to start off. They simply wanted to get it loose from the United States, like a stranglehold that we had on their country. The neocons and the neoliberals just wanted to make money off these countries, and so they, you know, without the rest of our permissions, they just dropped the entire, you know, U.S. military and all the weapons of war, you know, not just jets and tanks and stuff, but we have some pretty devastating, I mean, you know about them. We have subversion methods. We support groups with money that are terrorists in their countries. We have sanctions. We ruin them economically. You know, and then there's all kinds of there's just a ton of stuff. And so, you know, I'm not so sure that they're just radical at heart, but that we radicalize them. I mean, this goes back a long ways. Like when I used to look at Cuba constantly and say, man, what, you know, wouldn't you be leery of America if you were Castro and you found out that they were doing everything from exploding cigars to trying to infest his beard and all this weird shit that they come up with. And this guy,
Secretary of State Mike Pompeo directly accused Iran of attacking the oil tankers just hours after the incident.
It is the assessment of the United States government that the Islamic Republic of Iran is responsible for the attacks that occurred in the Gulf of Oman today. This assessment is based on intelligence, the weapons used, the level of expertise needed to execute the operation, recent similar Iranian attacks on shipping, and the fact that no proxy group operating in the area has the resources and proficiency to act with such a high degree of sophistication.
Oh yeah? What about the United States and Europe? All of Europe. Now, this is I think this is fake. I mean, how would the Iranian Navy planning a bomb on the side of a ship? You're telling me that they wouldn't be smart enough to do it when there's not a helicopter in the air? So I think this is faked. I think it's faked. I mean, I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it's video faked, like, Photoshop type for video faked, or what. But I just don't believe that if you're going to go out of your way to bomb an oil tanker, place a bomb on the side of an oil tanker, that you're going to do it in broad daylight or even at night with people watching. I think you're going to make sure that people are watching. And how does the United States, how are they there, but the tankers themselves seem to be oblivious to these guys? And, why not fire warning shots at them 30 feet away from the boat? 50 feet, 100 feet, maybe 100 yards. Maybe these tankers, you would be legitimate threat if you came within 100 yards. I mean, they are on the open seas, right? In the Gulf of Hormuz. It just doesn't pass the smell test. And this guy, this douchebag, I'm telling you, they all have tells.
It is the assessment of the United States government that...
Did you see that? It's like, okay, let's... Sticks his tongue out. Let's get this right here. And look at that look on his face. I mean, I'm not going to go through how I know what a tell is, but it's some kind of, how would I describe it? It's like a perverted glee. They get this perverted glee. It's kind of a look on their face when they're trying to make you look like a fool. Because if they can fool you into believing their nonsense, and I don't know, man. I don't know, what to do about these guys. The only thing we can do about them is vote them out. So you got to get rid of, we got rid of Bush, but look at these same assholes. Vote them out. Get them off my TV. Get them off my internet. I don't want to see them. They need to cease to exist. I'm not going to watch anymore. I'm tired of this bullshit. God. Whew. Even the memory of them is... God. So disgusting. I had a nice breakfast when I woke up. Don't make me throw it up. I was so sick of these people during the idiot from 2000, the shrub. And I'm so sick of the same people who, it's just like the other side of a coin, the Clintoons and the Obamas, as in drop bombs on us. Just so sick of the whole thing. God, give me a Bernie. Give me a Alexandria Ocasio Cortez. Give me a Nina Turner. A real black woman. A real black man. You know, there's real black people over here. Just like everything about America is fake, right? You know, from the 70s when I first found out about fake boobs. And you know, now every time I see a girl's boobs, I look real hard because you can see where they cut the nipples, you know, and stuff. And I'm like, you know, it's fake. I'd rather have a floppy, unformed boob than a fake boob. Just America's all fake. Everything's fake. Fake government, you know, fake news. So, that's not where I wanted to go. Oh, God. Okay, so, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying this video. Anybody could get the boat and put a bunch of Arab looking guys on it and arrange for the video to be taken. I mean, it does seem like it. You tell me these guys don't have any way of knowing when a small boat comes up to their ship? It's just, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense, right? And I know Iran, and maybe that was fake too. Maybe that was propaganda. Did Iran really say that they would mess with oil through the Strait of Hormuz if the United States was unwilling to come back to the table on... I don't even know if that's true. I mean, you've got, what, 10 million, 50 million, 100 million Iranians. If you want to say that an Iranian said something, you can say it, right? It's just like in the United States. You can find Americans who say anything. You know, totally racist bullshit, nonsense. Maybe that's what they do, is they just take something somebody said in Iran, you know, and attribute it to the entire country. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here, but it's not. It's fake. It's all fake. So, you know, I guess I'm not even going to worry about Iran. I mean, I worry about them as a country, and I want them to feel safe. Because I don't want them doing crazy stuff. Because I think we've got, you know, what they want, progressives have the power to give them. Their security. Their country's sovereignty. We'll do that. We put an American president in like Bernie Sanders or, you know, Nina Turner or one of a true progressive will respect Iran's sovereignty. And you know, I think we have to do that. I really hate what's going on in all these countries with all these dictators and oppressive regimes and everything. But I don't know, I think I'm becoming isolationist. I think the United States and Europe and everybody else should just mind their own business for a while. You know. So, this is Martin Drummond with Progressive News. Hope you enjoyed my clip.